boys, Sports Talk TV right here, and I'm here to just discuss the Game 5 of the NBA Finals between the Golden State Warriors versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, in which the Golden State Warriors won 129 to 120 to win their second championship in the last 3 years. And man, you know, everyone should expected the Warriors to win this. I mean, unless you're a Cavs fan or a Kevin Durant hater, you didn't want them to win. But I predicted Warriors in 5, and indeed. And the reason I picked Warriors in 5 because easy. They were pissed off. They were hungry from last season, and Kevin Durant wanted to prove a point, and that's what happened in this series. Normally, I will go to the losing side and talk about the Cavs, but I'm going to talk about the Cavs later. I'm going to talk about the Warriors right now, and then I might talk about them at the end of this video. So, Warriors, second championship in 3 years. Well done. This is a great team. This is a great team. They had a great season, and it looked like that no one couldn't stop them. No one couldn't beat them, especially in the playoffs when they were looking at they were going for a perfect playoff run, but they lost in Game 4, which sucks. But hey, you won the championship. Congratulations. And it all started with great star players that would lead you there, like Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. Kevin Durant, the NBA Finals MVP, great series. I think he had 40 points per game, 39 points per game. He had 39 today. 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and played amazing defense. Great game by Kevin Durant. His first championship, his first ring, well deserved. You got players like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson stepping up, which you want star players to do because there were star players on their team. They were leading at their team for the last 2 years, so they know how to do it now, and they stepped up very much. Draymond Green stepped up, a really good all-around player. He stepped up, and the contributors for the Warriors stepped up, like Andre Iguodala had 20 points, Sean Livingston stepped up, and Patrick McCaw had some great possessions. So overall, great by the Warriors. I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, everybody expected this. They expect the Warriors to win the championship. Kevin Durant to win the Finals MVP, and well deserved. Redemption from last season. Last season choking the 3-1 lead must be really tough. Great redemption getting Kevin Durant. Now let's talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Because this hurts obviously. But, you guys put a hell of effort. LeBron James averaged a triple-double this series. We all know how great he is. But normally you would say that this wasn't enough. This wasn't enough. Just that the Warriors are just a great team. I mean, Kyrie Irving had a really good series. He had a decent game today, but in the fourth quarter he didn't step up. He didn't score a point, which sucks. The guy who stepped up last year in the finals of Game 7, hit the last shot, is not the guy that come through this year, which kind of sucks. Kevin Love played like regular Kevin Love. Not good. He was good in Minnesota. And then when he came to Cleveland, completely fell off. Then the Cleveland bench hasn't done good this series. Probably you would say Game 4 they did all right. I didn't think they stepped up in Game 4, guys. I didn't think that the Cleveland bench stepped up at all this series, and it really hurts. It really hurts. You really need them to step up. But I kind of get it though. Like, it's their first finals. Corver and Darren Williams, and these guys are getting really old. I could get, and they weren't playing that much, but I could get it. But if you're trying to win the championship and beat this really, really good Warriors team, you need to step up. Your whole team needs to step up. They didn't, and it hurts. It hurts. But you won the championship last year. This is redemption for the Golden State Warriors. And yeah, I think that's hard to say now. Normally, Golden State Warriors are enjoying this right now. Kevin Durant's enjoying it. They're having party and stuff. Great season by Kevin Durant. They've had a hell of a season, a hell of a playoff run, and they ended with a championship. Now, let's go to the future, shall we? Let's go to the off season. And obviously, if you don't know, then you'll know right now. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant are free agents this summer. Kevin Durant's a player option and Curry's an unrestricted free agent. Both of them are gonna stay. They're gonna stay. They're not gonna go anywhere. Where are they gonna go? They're not gonna go to San Antonio. San Antonio's stacked right now. They're not going anywhere. They're not going back to their hometown. And Durant might go to Toronto, but Toronto has a problem with their own trying to re-sign Ibaka, Lowry. I think Lowry's about to leave, but Valanciunas, DeMar Carroll, they might squeeze in Kevin Durant, but I don't think Kevin Durant would be enough, or maybe it would be, but we'll see about that. But I think both of them are gonna stay. I don't really expect neither of them to take the max contract. I just think that both of them could get paid how they are right now and start building a dynasty in this era of the Golden State Warriors. Clay and Draymond's gonna stay there for the next 4 or 5 years, unless they're trying to trade Clay. I don't know if you guys still think. I don't know if you Warriors fans think that, or so-called NBA fans think that Warriors should trade Clay. I don't know if you guys are on that right now. If you are, then maybe, yeah. If you're not, then maybe not. I mean, I don't know. I say don't trade Clay, but what do I know? I know there's a lot of free agents in this Golden State Warriors team. There's a lot of free agents. Zaza, he's probably gonna leave. Sean Livingston's probably gonna leave. Iguodala's gonna stay. Yeah, I think he's gonna stay. If not, then he might go somewhere else. And you got players like David West, JaVale McGee, Matt Barnes, and Ian Clark. That's probably going to leave with the ring. So, for the Warriors, they're probably going to have the same big four. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green. They're going to have the same big four, plus Andre Iguodala. And they might to get some good contributors. I don't really think that they have enough cap room unless they're willing to trade Clay. But other than that, it looks like that they might have the same big four. If they have the same big four, you already know they could probably go to the finals no matter what they have. For the Cavs, the biggest question right now is LeBron going to stay? Is LeBron going to stay with Cleveland? Because if you really think about it, Cleveland wasted their money on this guy. And it wasn't just this guy. Cleveland wasted their money on LeBron. They wasted their money on Kyrie, Kevin Love, Kyle Korver, Darren Williams, Derek Williams, that one big dude Tavares, Larry Sanders, Dante Jones, James Jones, and 10 guys. They're wasting their money on 10 guys. So obviously they don't have enough salary room to sign LeBron. So I think that LeBron might leave Cleveland this summer. Sorry, Cavs fans. He could go to the Clippers, the Lakers, the Spurs. I doubt he's gonna go to Golden State. If he goes to Golden State, they'll be unstoppable. But I doubt that. He's probably gonna go to the West, I believe. Like, why would you leave Cleveland to go to the East? But I think he might go to the West. And Kyrie looks to stay on your team. Kevin Love looks like to stay on your team. But players like Korver and them, they look like they might have to leave. And yeah, I mean, Cleveland, Golden State stepping in the right direction. Cleveland stepping on the wrong direction. And when next season starts, do I think the Golden State Warriors are going to go back to the NBA Finals next season? I'm going to say probably not. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure because I know Chris Paul is going to go to the Spurs. And then for the East, Boston, either going to get Gordon Hayward, Jimmy Butler, Melo, Paul George. Clippers probably make a big jump in free agency. The Lakers are coming. Minnesota's coming. Normally, and you got Houston, OKC. Normally, like, Golden State, it's going to be tougher than this year, like, by a little. It's going to be tough. But I think that they could go back to the finals next year if they still have this big four. If they don't, then I don't really see them going to the finals. But I think if they able to play the cards right and they're able to still have the big four, then they could go to the finals next season. For Cleveland, like I said, Boston looks like they could be improved. So is Toronto. Washington, maybe Washington. The Bucks are coming. The East is looking like it could be tough for the Cavs. The East look like it's gonna be tougher for the Cavs, and the Cavs might not have LeBron. So Cleveland might not. This probably possibly could be Cleveland's last finals appearance. And unless if LeBron stays, there's a chance of that LeBron stays, and you start going to the finals next year, maybe winning it, So yeah, Golden State Warriors win their second championship in 3 years. Great team. I say that this is the best team of all time. I say this team is better than last season's Warriors and the year before that. I say this team is better than the 66 and 16 Miami Heat, 2012, 2013, with the big three, and they have really good contributors. I think that this team is better than the 03-04 Detroit Pistons. I think this team is better than the Showtime Lakers. I think this team is better than the Michael Jordan Bulls. I think this is the best team of all time. I don't think that there's not going to be a team that's going to be better than this unless I'm predicting one like with the 76ers or something like that. But other than that, I don't see a team better than this. I think this is probably the best team of all time, unless if you go perfect in the playoffs, I guess. But other than that, I think this is the best team of all time. I think this team is overpowered. I think this team is hard to win against. And yeah, and for Cleveland, you can't come back with the same team. Obviously, this team isn't good enough to beat the Warriors. But then again, the Warriors might go in happy mode. They wouldn't be pissed off and hungry like this year. So you might have a chance. But other than that, we'll see. We'll see. Congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. A hell of a season. A great championship. And Cleveland, better luck next year. Wish to luck in the off season. You have a busy off season. So with the Warriors. And that'll be it. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Tell me what you think about the Golden State Warriors winning the championship in the off season and stuff. And yeah, and I'll see you guys later. This is Sports Talk TV, and I'm out. Peace.